Welcome back to the HVAC Uncensored Podcast 2019. The HVAC Uncensored Podcast is brought to you by Yellow Jacket, 66 years of expertise built into every tool.
I pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands.
One nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Amen.
If you're trying to take your HVAC game to the next level, then buckle your seatbelt, crank up the volume, and try not to be offended. Because you're listening to the HVAC Uncensored Podcast with Gil Kelley and Kelly McKay. Now, here's Gil and Kelley.
Hey, Happy New Year, everybody, and welcome back to the first episode of HVAC Uncensored Podcast 2019. As always, sitting across my good buddy, Mr. Kelly McKay. What is up, my brother?
What's up, bro? 2019 edition. Coming at you live.
Yeah, damn right. This is the upgraded edition. You just need to go back in and re-download all of them all over again.
Yes, please. Get on that. No, it's been good,
Yeah,
man. So I want to know, here's what I want to know is what is there any New Year's resolution that you're working towards or your wife's working towards, or because we got New Year's resolutions like going all over the place here at my office and at your work too. Like, what's happening? Who's doing what?
To be honest, man, I didn't really do a New Year's resolution this year. I mean, I guess obviously some things that I want to change, and I mean, but they're not really New Year's resolutions. They're kind of goals that I would set for myself. I set for myself anyway.
Sure.
So it wouldn't really be a New Year's thing. I know my wife's thing is that she wants to lose weight and stuff like that. I mean, I guess that's just a woman thing. But with my wife's brain condition, she has a hard time. I know that's a big one for her.
How about at the office? Is there anybody going on or coworkers?
I know we, the owner bought another new van, like mine. And I know they're all trying to get that, even though none of them are going to get it. I don't know what he's going to do with it. He's going to have, I think, parked in his driveway before he gives it to one of them ding dongs. What about you?
I don't know. I just I want to be healthier for sure. So recommitting myself to the gym. I've got like a lagging shoulder problem. My right shoulder just aches all the time. I think I tore something in it, honestly, several years ago when I was doing like bicep curls with dumbbells. I was just lifting the weight, and I swear something tore in the back of my shoulder. So I've been dealing with that for a long time. So I've changed my form to try to make it doable. But boy, when I work certain body parts like chest, for instance, or I still have to be careful with curls, presses, anything with my shoulder, which is damn near everything upper body. Sometimes it'll just inflame like crazy, and so I just got to ice it. And so I want to get over that this year, whatever I got to do. I just don't want to go to the doctor and find out I need surgery for it, because then I don't know what's the recovery on shoulder surgery. Do you know?
Well, it all depends on what they go in there and do. But sometimes if they just got to go up in there and just clean it up, sometimes you're only down for maybe like a month or so, at the most. It really all depends on what they have to go in and do. But normally a shoulder, as long as it's not like waiting for bones to heal and stuff like that, I don't think it's that bad.
Yeah.
Because I have a messed up shoulder that I never got fixed. And I mean, I'm fine now. I mean, I can lift and do whatever, but when I try to like throw like baseball, when I'm coaching Little League baseball with my son, and if I try to gas it up,
Yeah.
Hell no. It feels like a lightning rod going through my arm. Just doesn't happen.
Yeah.
but, but as far as working out, I guess that is one. But I told you, talked about that with you in Texas when we did that. That I'm already doing as far as the health, trying to get back on. As far as like I'm eating better, trying to cut soda out of my diet. Different things like that. Trying to eat better and be more healthy.
Yes.
So that's not really a New Year's resolution because I've been doing that. Trying to do that for a while
Well,
now.
you know how it is. It's like the new year, new year, new you. And I'll talk about it here later in my segment, but there's a little bit of, you just get motivated. It's the first part of the year. So I've got one guy that's he's been battling being overweight for a little while now, and him and his wife they're doing this snake diet. They're going to at least jumpstart their weight loss journey using the snake diet. It's like he doesn't eat for 48 hours. Then you have you have to drink some type of solution to keep your electrolytes up. And then, yeah, I know, but he's killing it so far. So, I don't know. I've got another guy that he just took his first MMA class because he wants to start learning some MMA. So that's pretty cool. And I don't know. We set some big goals for the business. I want to do $1 million more in revenue this year, and be super profitable. So
that is a big one. I know that we're trying to grow. Definitely, but pretty much things you already talked about. Try to get some more good people into the team. Try to expand in the right way. Not leave money on the table, not leave jobs on the table. Be better for our customers. One thing that I want to try to do is I want to do nothing extravagant, but since I have all this video equipment and I haven't used Dick for YouTube yet, but I want to do a small little video series for work. I'm not sure what or how. It's kind of just a concept now, just something brief, letting customers see what we do. If it's like going to do a PM or something and just making a brief little video.
Hell yeah. Yeah, that shit's important.
Yeah. So I think it might be good. Like when some of these people say like, oh, we have fully stocked trucks. Okay, well, I'm going to show them my fully stocked truck.
Right.
I don't know, just something like that. Just so when customers, I don't know, they always, I know this guy goes outside in my unit, he's out there for 30 minutes. I'm wondering what he's doing. Well, now they can see what I'm doing.
Right.
So I don't know. It sounds good in my head. We'll see if it actually works.
Well, I actually learned something about that here recently. Have you ever came across this guy, Billy Jean? That black dude, Billy Jean, is marketing, because he makes killer, entertaining marketing messages where he's selling his product. And he's selling a lot of them, obviously, because he's making the circuits now. He's doing interviews and stuff, which he's never really done interviews in the past. But I watched an interview with him, and he says there are three main things that you got to do when you are trying to get attention, whether it be through Facebook or any type of marketing that you do. And those three things, I'll just cut to the chase and tell you, it's entertain. First and foremost, it's got to be entertaining. So if you're posting videos on Facebook and you're showing them what's in your van and what's happening on the call, don't be afraid to be silly, or, you got to get people's attention. And one of the ways to get it is you got to entertain. Number two is you got to educate. So actually, throw some education in there. Let them know why you're doing what you're doing, and why it's important, why this preventative maintenance is so important. And then he says execute, which I'm not sure what he didn't really go into depth on that, but I'm guessing he just means get the stuff in production, edit it, and get it posted. But I got to agree, because the things that we watch on YouTube and Facebook and stuff like that, if we're not trying to learn something and we're just thumbing through shit, trying to find something that's we're looking for entertainment.
Yep.
So you got to be entertaining somehow, some way.
Well, I'm an entertaining kind of guy, so that's easy.
Exactly.
Kelly.
So what are you waiting for?
They're like, oh my God, look at this bald, sexy beast with that beard. I'm gonna watch this.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Guys, just so you know, first of all, I apologize. We had a podcast that was supposed to come out. It was actually supposed to come out Christmas Eve. That did not come out. That's my fault, man. Some illness, like getting sick and different things. So, and then by the time it got so late, it was Christmas related. It was no point in putting it out. And me and Kelly had already said we were taking off the holidays. Just to relax and just chill with our families, not have to worry about recording and editing through the holidays and all that kind of shit. So, but it's definitely good to be back here. We missed you guys. As always, the Facebook group, I have not been very active in it. I apologize. I've had my own stuff going on, but that group is just, we're almost at 10K. Kelly, that thing it's going,
it's unbelievable. Crazy. Unbelievable. So I'd like to say it's just thanks to everybody who reached out, just wondering, what's going on? Are you guys okay? Very kind of you, but yeah, we're just taking a couple weeks off. So
yeah, definitely appreciate. Yeah, I know Kelly had quite a few people. I had quite a few people hit me up. So I'm not sure if you guys didn't see that the video I put in the group about me and Kelly going to take off, and I said that we wouldn't do another podcast, wouldn't be out till the second week of December. I'm sorry, January. But if you didn't, either way, I appreciate you guys, man. I mean, to be honest, that makes me feel good because that means, guys, you're the ones that are there looking for the podcast every week. So we appreciate you guys, and we hope all of you guys had a great fucking holiday. As far as Christmas, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, that you were able to enjoy that and spend it with your families. But
absolutely, hope everybody had a great holiday for sure, because ours was good. It was small.
Yeah.
Most of our Christmas has been small, dude. I mean, for years we had, her parents are separated, my parents are separated when they were living, so we had like 4 different sets of parents to go to every year. We used to like make out like bandits every Christmas for probably 12 to 13 years. And then shit happened, illness happened, all that kind of stuff. And relationships happened, that didn't, that we just don't get along with some of those people. So we just, now it's really small, which is really nice. It's nice because we used to have to travel all those places. So I feel for all you guys out there who had to go to multiple families, because it gets rough when you're trying to enjoy your time off and relax, and you got to pack up the family and go to the events. I know it's nice to see everybody, but
it is.
Yeah,
it's a lot. Sorry. Yeah. We go to my sisters and stuff like that, and then we used to go to my in-laws. But now, my wife's my sister-in-law and brother-in-law, when they moved to Texas, now my in-laws have been like, we'll see them like the day before. Like they came over Christmas Eve and we had dinner and they gave kids presents and stuff like that. So that way on Christmas, we could just go to my sister's house and chill. Because it does. That does become a lot. Like my brother, now that his father-in-law has passed, because my sister-in-law, her parents are split up. So they used to go to my sister's, then to my sister-in-law's dad's, and then to her mom. So they went to 3 places on holidays. And my brother's like, I'm ready to say fuck it and just stay home.
Yeah.
Because it gets to be so much. I mean, on Christmas, my kids are trying to play with what Santa just brought, and and then we're like, okay, get dressed. They're like, what? Like, yeah, come on, get dressed, shower, all that kind of stuff. We got to go. It does.
Yeah,
it does.
It's kind of a bummer, especially when you just open up your new toys.
Yeah, I know I wasn't. My mom got me this badass Columbia jacket. Nice. Dude, I love it. It's one of those, it's called titanium, where it's got that you ever seen like it's like Coast Guard when like somebody has hypothermia and they pull them out of the water and they wrap them in that stuff that looks like aluminum foil.
It's like a warming. Yeah, it's like a warming blanket. It's what they call them. I think.
Yeah, well, it's some kind of material. Well, these new Columbia jackets have that inside. And it looks like a bubble jacket, but it's thin because I don't like big bulky coats walking around like the kid on Christmas Story. I came in my fucking arms. Dude, this jacket is badass. Like right now, for some reason, it's windy as all fuck outside where I am. And I was outside smoking a cigarette, and all I had was that jacket and a t-shirt underneath. I don't feel shit.
Hey,
I'm out there fucking
nothing getting
warm
through.
as could be.
Ain't nothing getting through.
Yeah, dude. Fucking love it. And then another my wife had got me one of those things, Ancestry DNA. I've always wanted to do those. Just wanted to find out, my mom's done one. I think my brother's done one, but I wanted to do one. I just want to see what all comes up. I just think that kind of stuff's neat, seeing where you came from and your heritage and your background, making sure that, old Gran wasn't bullshitting us, telling us that, Hitler was our uncle and shit like that.
Yeah, so. I always thought that would be neat to do that. My mother-in-law, so my wife's mom, she's done extensive research on their family tree or whatever you want to call it. Your what do they call that? Just genealogy. She spent a lot of time on that, and so she knows a lot, but I really know nothing. And it's really something I should do because, especially with both my parents being gone. So
yeah, it's neat. And my aunt is the same way. Her and my uncle are really big into Civil War reenactments. So since we're so close to Pennsylvania, they have a place in Gettysburg. They go up there and do all those Civil War reenactments and all that stuff. But I know she's done real deep into our family's genealogy, trying to see if we have some like fucking shit. Fuck, what war was that again?
The Revolutionary War or
no.
Civil War.
The Civil War. Jesus Christ. Yeah, the Civil War, trying to see if we had some family members in there, like some like long lost general or something. But I don't think she has found anything. I know I'm trying to tell my uncle because he keeps dressing up like the South, and I'm like, you're gonna lose, right? It's just kind of how it ends up, like history. It's kind of hard to go fight a battle. It's like, yeah, we're gonna win. Not really, but we're gonna act like it.
Have you seen that South Park where they're drinking the malt liquor or whatever it is, and they decide to take? They're doing a reenactment, and they all get drunk. Cartman keeps him drunk, and he winds up being the general. It's hilarious. You got to watch it if you haven't seen it.
I haven't seen South Park in a while, but that sounds familiar. Like I have seen it before.
I want to go do a ghost hunt in Gettysburg. I want to go do that.
It's awesome. Yeah. It's an amazing time. Yeah. If you come to Gettysburg, let me know, because it's only like an hour and a half. I'll meet you there. But it's me and my wife have done it. It's a really good time. There's a couple of different ones. They take you in some of the different haunted locations, or you can actually go out on the battlefield itself. That's one of the coolest ones, when you actually go out on the battlefield. But there's only one place that I guess I don't know. I don't know if like they're the only ones who own the rights to do it. But some of the other ones are in like different buildings, and you sit there and like, are you inside the closet? If you're inside the closet, fucking knock on the wall, shit like that. But it was cool.
But one of the most intriguing ghost videos or apparitions or whatever you want to call it that I've ever seen was some people that were filming out across those battlegrounds, and you keep seeing like soldiers pop up. It's just like a mist. Have you ever seen that? It's badass.
Well, yeah, I have a sister who lives in Gettysburg. Well, ex-sister. She can go fuck herself. But I know you can be out there and like no bullshit. Like you can hear like guns going off, like you can hear a cannon. So it is pretty wild. And I've heard that with my own ears. That's not like bullshit. Cause I stayed up there for a little bit with my sister when I went through some shit years ago. And it's pretty wild. There's a bridge, I forget what it's called, like Red Bridge or it looks like a barn, but it's a bridge. And there's supposed to be some kind of thing if you park there at night and turn your lights off and all this other shit. But there's all kind of stuff that goes with it. It's pretty wild.
Yeah, I want to check it out sometime for sure.
Well, you let me know. We'll fucking make it happen. But anyway, all the stuff. Christmas, New Year's is over, so get back to fucking work, guys. So the theme of this podcast with me and Kelly, we'll get ready to roll into Kelly's segment, but it is we want you guys starting the new year off in the right frame of mind, the right just kicking it off and making sure that you're moving in the right direction, which where you want to go. I'll stop there.
All right, but, sounds good. Let's move on.
Yep, let's go.
Now, here's Go Make Money with Kelly McKay.
It's the new year. It is here. It's upon us. It's time. Not time to shit your pants. It's time for a new year.
Sorry, I didn't mean to press it again. Sorry.
So it's time to act. What?
See,
what?
No, I was gonna say. I meant to say it's opening a new door, Kelly. There you go. Thanks. Sorry, I'll back.
So it's time to actually think about where you are, where you want to go, and then develop the plan to get what you want. And I hope you're already way ahead of me now, and I hope that you actually have a plan put together with some action steps. But I recently read that the average New Year's resolution lasts about 15 days. We often pump ourselves up and we publicly declare that, things are going to change. I'm going to lose some weight or start going to the gym and eat healthier and quit smoking and whatever the thing is, So we tell ourselves that, this is it. I'm changing. Yet the majority of us last no longer than 15 days. So why does this happen? And so I'm going to tell you why it happens, because there's usually only two things in our lives that will actually trigger real change. We change from either desperation or inspiration. Now, most of us have changed in the past, and I'm willing to bet that most of you that have had some change at one point or another, it probably came from desperation. I've always said that change happens when the pain of change becomes easier than the pain of staying the same. So yes, despair. Oftentimes, if we just stop for a moment to think and evaluate, we'll see that this despair is coming and happening. Yet, for some unknown reason, which I'm still trying to understand, we tell ourselves these crippling stories in which we play the helpless, powerless victim, one who doesn't have time, can't save the money, can't lose the weight, can't leave the relationship, can't change because of the story we keep repeating. But then there's the other side of it. There's the inspiration that causes change. And this is why the new year is so inspiring. It's a new start, a new beginning, a new possibility, time to wipe the slate clean. Now, whether you're in a state of despair or inspiration, the important thing is, if we truly want something to change, number one, we have the power to do it. Number two, change happens in an instant. And it begins and ends typically with your desire. So you got to be inspired because of the new year, which most people do get inspired. I know Gil didn't set any New Year's resolutions this year, but he has some goals, and that's what matters. You got to have goals. But exactly,
I'm always fucking inspired.
I feel the same way, but I still enjoy the inspiration of a new year. So it just depends how bad you want it. So because you're Level of desire is what's going to determine the stickiness of the change you're trying to produce. So is your desire the kind that has staying power, like an old piece of gum stuck under the table at Denny's? I mean, I'm talking like that shit's not going anywhere, right? Or are you going to drop off like a fly being shot with a bug assault from 18 inches away? It's your decision. So if you want stickiness of this new you to hang around longer than the 15 days that society is telling us is the average lifespan of a New Year's resolution, consider this. Rewards when you do hit your goals, and even if it's just baby steps towards hitting your goal, reward yourself. Or punishment if you fail to hit your goals. So, and one more thing that I'll leave you with, which is if you haven't seen the Equalizer 2, the new with Denzel Washington. If you've never seen the Equalizer, the first one, you got to watch that because that's pretty badass. But I like the Equalizer 2. I don't think it was quite as good as the first one, but it's got Denzel Washington, as you know. Washington, the best actor ever. He's so damn cool. He's so darn clever. So Denzel Washington, he in the very beginning, the action sequence in the beginning, gets to the bad guy after beating all these guys' ass, and he says there are two kinds of pain in this world: pain that hurts and pain that alters. So remember that. Stop letting the pain hurt. Let it alter you and be your fuel to the new you, to the new possibility, to hit your goals this year, to actually do what you said you were going to do, to develop new habits and just crush 2019. So do something meaningful and move forward with your life.
I couldn't agree more with you, my friend. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to have random music playing in the background.
That's okay. I had my music queued, so Washington, the best actor ever. He's so darn cool. He's so darn clever. I think that you're the man, and Gil does too. Denzel, if you want, you can join our crew. Krispy Kreme.
You can come on. You can join.
The Moneymaker Mike.
Krispy Kreme.
Have you not watched any of his videos? Krispy Kreme.
No.
He's pretty hilarious.
Not many.
I'm actually friends with him on Facebook, and he writes all kinds of songs. And he doesn't call himself Krispy Kreme anymore. His name's Tyler something. I can't remember his last name. He's a pretty cool dude. But anyhow.
Yeah, cool. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's good shit you said, man. And guys, I mean, we're this podcast, we're gonna make it short and sweet, but we want you guys starting off the new year, man. Like, we always joke and we bullshit around, but we try to give you guys good information that we think is really gonna help you guys in your job. Me and Kelly, we have talked, and a lot of things that we're going to try to implement in this podcast, some things that we're going to change, we're going to upgrade, redo, just things that we want to change, just keep it fresh. We love the interaction with you guys. We always want to keep that, as far as you guys emailing us, messaging us, questions, different things. Like we always say, without you guys, this podcast is nothing. So we definitely want to keep that. If not, we want to grow that. And just like we're trying to make things grow on this podcast, and, Kelly and his business, me and, where I work, the company that I work for, we want you guys doing that, not even just at HVAC, just in your everyday life, guys. You guys got to keep growing, man. Keep pushing yourself to be better. Like Kelly said, you want to raise your numbers. You want to, increase your average ticket. You want to get better at heat pumps. You want to get better at boilers. You want to do better at wiring. You know what I mean? Like, push yourself to be better, because there's a lot of companies that I know in the next couple of months, a lot of companies have, they sit down and have reviews. I mean, I know we have them. Do you have them, Kelly?
We're going to start doing that on the hiring date. Because I'll tell you why.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Because it gets to be a little overwhelming when you're trying to do, as you grow and more people come, and you're trying to do all these reviews, because we take the reviews very seriously. And so there's a lot of aspects we're looking at and kind of rating or grading, if you will, on the performance and attitude and, just everything. So, and we want to put together a good plan for somebody to succeed if they need a push in one direction or another. If there's one aspect that we feel like they could, use, that they could become better at, So if you're really digging deep into them and you're really giving some hard thought to, it's really hard to do so many at the same time of year. So we just recently switched to hire date. That's when everyone's review will be. Now, anytime we have a new hire, we do a 30, a 60, and a 90-day review during the probationary period. And we also, we used to do like a 6-month review. I think we're still doing 6-month reviews, but it's going to be in between their hire date. That way it splits them all up.
I like that hire date thing. It's kind of pathetic, but you know what? I think that is what we started doing last year too. Because now I'm looking back and I'm thinking that we didn't do everybody in January.
It gets too overwhelming.
I don't know. Well, okay. I brought it up because I know a lot of you guys, if you're having a review, now is the time when you need to go, show your boss. I mean, or pretty much, and I've said this on here before, you guys have heard me say it, is just because a year has passed doesn't mean you're worth more money. I'm sorry. It's just how I feel. I don't think just because time has passed, I have to give you more money. That's not the way it works. It needs to be, I understand there's cost of living increases and blah, blah, blah. But, if we don't change our pricing to account for that, then ultimately the company's the one that's going to eat that. You need to make yourself more valuable, so now's the time that you need to, if you've done A, B, C, D, that when you go and you sit in front of your boss, you need to say, hey, since the last time we sat down, boss, I've done A, I did that. I went and did B, I did C, and, have all your ducks in a row so that your boss is like, damn, man, that's all right. Well, shit. All right. Well, we're going to take all these notes and sit down and, all of a sudden you see him 2 days later and he's like, hey man, we're going to give you, $2 an hour raise or I'm just making up numbers, whatever it might be. But that's what you guys need to do to take that seriously. Don't be that guy that doesn't do shit, goes into the meeting, expects some huge raise, and when he gets nothing or like a quarter or something stupid, gets all pissed. Like, oh man, they didn't give me shit. This is bullshit. That's not how, for one, that's not how you want to start the new year.
For two,
off.
Nobody owes you a goddamn thing. Period.
Exactly. You took the words right out of my fucking mouth. It's, you guys, you have to earn it. You need to create, just like you're going out in these calls and you're trying to create value, you need to create value in yourself. Okay. You need to show your owner why. And to be honest, most owners, managers, if you're out there and you're a fucking rock star and you are profitable, you're making the company money, you're a smart guy, you're a team player, you do all the little things right. And if you come in there saying in your meeting and they're like, oh, well, what were you looking for? And you say, oh, I wanted better insurance, or I want, I was thinking about maybe, a $2 an hour raise or blah, blah, blah. Dude, a lot of times they're going to give it to you, or they're at least going to work with you. Because like me and Kelly have said on here 100 times, good people are hard to find. And when you find them, you have to keep them. So normally getting what you want to a certain extent, as long as it's reasonable, is not hard if you're doing the right things.
But you got to take some initiative outside of work, which we've talked about many times.
It's just, Yeah, we won't. I mean, and that's why I'm not going to sit here and beat this dead horse. I mean, this podcast, me and Kelly wanted to start off the new year just wanting you guys to get into the right frame of mind, to kick the new year off the right way, to let you know that we're back at it. We're recording. We apologize for a little break. We took off for the holidays, like I said, some sickness, all that kind of thing. Kelly threw his shoulder out with his masturbation session. But yeah, man, me and Kelly are really trying to take this just how we say in the beginning when you're trying to take your HVAC game to the next level. Well, me and Kelly are trying to take our podcast game to the next level. 2018 was very good to us. It was better than me and Kelly could have ever hoped for. And that has just given us the drive to be like, damn, if we do this, and this, imagine what could happen. And that's what the fuck we're going to do. So it's going to be enough push it. To be honest, it's going to be more on me as far as neglecting things and pushing it off. We're going to make sure that shit gets done, and we're going to try to blow this thing up more than
I don't know what you're talking about. This is in the number one fastest growing HVAC podcast out there. No, we've grown a lot. So I always say that jokingly, but yeah. I like to believe that it's true. So, hey, and from my perspective, it is. We've come a long ways, and there's a lot of growth, a lot of downloads, and so we're just super excited about it, and so grateful and thankful.
Yes, without a doubt, man. This is a lot of fun to do, and there's a lot of aspects. Like I've bought like a shitload of equipment, and to be honest, half I don't know how to fucking use it. I mean, I've watched video after video, and I got different things hooked up, and I don't use things to their full potential. But there's going to be some new equipment coming in, some new upgrading some things, changing some stuff, modifying some things, blah, blah, blah. So we're going to keep this thing rolling. But we're going to keep this one short, guys. Thank you guys for your support. You know, we love you guys. But I guess we'll go ahead and start.
Once again, thank you guys. Just couldn't do it without you. We greatly appreciate you. Thanks so much for everybody reaching out to us. I know we already said this, but can't say it enough. You guys are awesome. So here's to a new year. Here's to a new you. Here's to getting everything that you want and fighting for what you want every day, because that's how things get accomplished. It's the little things. It's the compound effect. It's the things that, you know, maybe seem meaningless, but yet are so important. It's those baby steps. So keep taking those baby steps to get whatever it is you want, and I promise you will get what you want. So I'm excited to share what we're doing for the new year as far as business goes. I'm trying, I set a huge goal. I may fall flat on my face. I don't really care. At least I'm trying. And so I would rather set a huge goal and fail than to set a little baby goal and pat myself on the back and think that I'm doing well just because I actually got my little baby goal. I want big goals. So I hope, don't be afraid to set, big ass, the BHAG goals, big, hairy, audacious goals. Don't be afraid to set those, because if you don't set them, then you're never going to get them. So you might as well try. So thanks so much, guys. Glad to be back. Go make money.
Yeah, guys, what he said, man. Cheers to you guys, man. Like I said, all that Merry Christmas, Happy New Year stuff. I don't even know how to show our appreciation anymore. We love you guys, man. You guys fucking rock. You guys are what make this worth it. The people reaching out to us, that just shows that you guys are actually looking for the podcast every week and stuff like that. So we appreciate the hell out of you guys. And we're going to do our part on this end. One side note I want to say, I have some things that I need to get shipped out. All of you people, I have not forgot about you. Some stuff has went out. Some stuff came back. I'm trying to do like Zach does with being able to the stamps.com shipping out of my house. And I didn't do some things right and to be honest, it's me trying to fucking rush, and it's my bad. But everything is going to get out. All you people, I have your email saved. I just wanted you guys to know that, all that stuff. To be honest, give me like another week or two, and I will have everything out, and I will even reach out to you guys to make sure you received it. Other than that, man, I want you guys to fucking kiss 2018 goodbye, and let's fucking grab 2019 by the horns and ride that motherfucker off into the sunset, because we're going to rock this fucking year out. We're going to do it together. All you guys, HVAC Uncensored podcast, me and Kelly, we're going to take this bull by the horns, and we're going to rock it the fuck out. That's what we're going to do. So, you guys know all the usual shit. You know where to fucking find us. You know where we are. Sorry. I thought I was going to fucking puke there. Yeah, you guys know where to download the podcast. Apple, iTunes, the Stitcher app, Spotify, SoundCloud, you name it. You know where to download it. You can reach us. You can email us, hvacuncensored@gmail.com. You can check out our website at www.hvacuncensored.com. And that's that, guys. Remember, be safe out there. Always make it home the same way you left. And remember, guys, set yourself apart. Do what the next guy's not doing. Those little things matter. Don't forget to do them. Until then, I love you fuckers, and we'll talk at you next week. Peace.
Thanks for listening to the HVAC Uncensored podcast. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook and Instagram, or email us anytime at hvacuncensored.
Actually, hold on. We're gonna stop. I forgot to say something. To all the guys going to AHRI, have fun out there, man. It sucks that we can't go. Come hell or high water, me and Kelly will be at 2020 in Orlando. All the guys going, enjoy yourself, have fun. I know Zach from Shop Talk's going, AK from Shop Talk's going. A bunch of them guys are going to be out there. So if you're going, enjoy yourself, and that's it. All right, let's do this again.
Thanks for listening to the HVAC Uncensored podcast. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook and Instagram, or email us anytime at hvacuncensored@gmail.com. Now, get back to work. Shut this down. The views and opinions shared on the HVAC Uncensored podcast may not necessarily be the views and opinions of our sponsors or guests.